a French Tier 8 wheeled vehicle, light tank. Someone asked me in the live chat about how I make money, and I do web development. I was talking about my news aggregator website, and I have actually lots of news aggregator websites. I've got like 40 or 50 of them, and they all have different topics like outer space. Um, there's a stand-up comedy one, and like if you have a favorite stand-up comedian like Bill Burr, on my website it has every appearance he'll ever make on YouTube. So it's standup-comedy.org is the name of the site. And it has a small following. On weekends, people go there. But it really doesn't bring in any money. But then again, it doesn't cost me anything to run it. Maybe over the course of 10 years, maybe it'll make some money. I used to have Macintosh websites that made money. But I got rid of them all. I sold them all because they weren't making enough money. But if I had kept them, we're talking about 20 years ago, if I had kept them, I had no idea that Mac would still be in business. You know, if I had kept them, maybe I would have made a lot more money. Some of the computer companies that I did went out of business. Lynx 6x6. For this, you want to make sure you go to the left, definitely. I use the gun to point in the direction that I'm heading on the mini-map so I can gauge which direction I need to head in. And you know what? It doesn't matter if you spot anything because your allies aren't going to fire at any. If you go too steep, you're not going to have traction. I don't have Sixth Sense on this, I don't think. There are 2 SPGs. What good is it to spot anything? My team is not going to shoot at anything I spot. When I drive, I make a lot of sharp turns. And I know you don't notice it, but sometimes you notice it. Like right here, I'll do a sharp turn. That was actually a sharp turn. This is a wide turn. And then you do a sharp turn like this. You see what I mean? A little bit of a smaller turn. And it can trick the enemy. It'll completely confuse them. They'll have no idea, and they'll be confused the entire game. That was a sharp turn right there. But you will lose some speed. But you might also be unpredictable to the enemy. I also equipped the vehicle to repair the wheels as quickly as possible. Needed an accurate shot, so I had to prevent the hull from rotating. Want to get them out. Sharp turn. Another sharp turn. Another sharp turn. I'd like to try the other driving mode. When I first got the tank, I didn't know how to switch between the modes. I knew it had 2 modes, but I didn't really know how they worked. So I was always driving in the one where it turns sharply. The sharp turn mode, they call it, I think. And when I figured out the high speed mode, I was like, man, I want to go fast. Missed that T-30. One of the issues with this vehicle is that you'll line up the shot, but your gun won't come around. So that's a big deal. Anything you can do to get that gun turning faster is going to help. And I'm driving away in a direction that I think will make it difficult for him to hit me because it was an object that eventually would have blocked his shot. that driving I did. I'm amazing. Amazing! I'm sure you know who I got that from. I think the smart thing to do is to just drive up and down on the hills. Come up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, and occasionally shoot at somebody. Yeah, see, look at that. I damaged that turtle's track. I don't know, maybe I damaged his visor. But it's going to make them afraid to advance because they know they're going to get spotted. They don't like it when there's a scout going around because their worst nightmare is to be spotted. They got to cross that open field. They're not afraid of my gun. The EBR hit me, but he's also auto-aiming me, more than likely. Definitely want to do a lot of ups and downs. I'm going to move away from them, try to increase my distance. Yeah, screwed that up. I could see that was about to happen. I thought, yeah, it looks like he's pointing at me. Got to be careful. I don't want to say pointing his at me because, you get banned. You banned? Oh, Merry Christmas. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Oh, he's capping. I do like playing the T-49 with, you see how it's got that little short gun? You get right behind somebody and blast them in the butt. I also enjoy blasting players in the butt. It's one of my favorite things to do whenever I can. I try to do it once a day. I'm going to get banned from YouTube. Fart knocking. Okay, so, these maps can be difficult for scouting. You're never going to get a lot of spotting damage on Minsk because the tanks stay in the buildings. It's close combat. 1,300 spot.